Cal, what did you do? A voice said from the doorway. Calista took a few dancing steps in the middle of the messy bathroom, trampling the carpet of black hair around her feet. She set the scissors in the sink and fluffed her now much shorter hair. Like it? Callista's twin sister, Suzanne, moved her hands to her own hair, which was still in a bun from playing the piano at church that morning. We look different now, she said. Calista couldn't tell from her voice if this was a good thing. You did a nice job, though, Suzanne added quickly. You've always been good at that sort of thing. Calista stopped and turned to face Suzanne. What sort of thing? Playing with scissors? Suzanne sighed. I don't know. Fashion improvements? Fashion improvements, Suze? How did you guess? That's what I always wanted to be famous for, Calista said sarcastically and shook her head. Cal, why do you take everything I say the wrong way? You're good at a lot of things. Mm-hmm. Right. Calista grimaced, cleaning the scissors in the sink. Don't even go there, Suze, she said. They both knew Suzanne was the one with talent in the family. She was the gifted piano player, the gifted potter, soon to be the gifted Juilliard School of Music student. Calista sighed and put the scissors back in the cabinet. There was something about being around Suzanne that made her so irritated she could hardly stand herself. But she didn't want her irritation to ruin her last evening at home. She lifted her eyes to the mirror, cocked her head, and looked at her new self. Suzanne was right. Though the twins were both tall, thin, and dark, like their mother, they didn't look alike anymore. Good. She liked her new look. Her thick, wavy, shoulder-length hair and bangs emphasized her high cheekbones and her large brown eyes. Suzanne's stiff bun looked drab in comparison. This hairstyle makes me feel kind of metropolitan, she said with a sweep of her arm, trying to brush away the tension between them. Do you think Jonas will like it? Suzanne shrugged. You should have donated your hair to Locks of Love. Calista laughed. I checked. They want locks, not sticks, and it has to be 10 inches long. This is only about 5. So do you think Jonas will like it? She asked again. Suzanne sat down on the toilet lid. She still didn't answer Callista's question. Calista decided to ignore her. She swept the hair from the floor and dumped it in the trash, humming Jingle Bells rather loudly. Okay, so Suzanne wouldn't talk about Jonas. See if she cared. Suzanne was just jealous of the attention Calista got when she started going out with Jonas. Suzanne sighed again and left the bathroom. Callista's obnoxious post-Christmas humming had obviously served its purpose. When she finished cleaning up the bathroom a few minutes later, Calista followed Suzanne into the kitchen for supper. Nice hair, honey, Callista's dad called from the kitchen sink. He was scrubbing clay from his elbows. In the blinking red Christmas lights from the kitchen window, he looked like a dusty Santa Claus with his bushy white beard. Thanks, Calista said. She tugged playfully at his beard. Christmas is over, Dad. Time to shave. Hey, her dad said. I get to keep it until New Year's. That's the tradition. Calista looked at her mom, her eyebrows raised. He's right, her mom said, nodding. She was scraping something into the compost bin underneath the sink. The rule is October 1st to January 1st. She turned to look at Calista. Very nice haircut, Cal, she said. Thanks, Mom. Calista leaned over the roasting pan that was cooling on the stove, breathing in deeply. She loved the homey smell of turkey. Say, Suzanne, their dad called. Suzanne was at the table, picking pieces of red bell pepper from the salad bowl with her fingers. Father Lucas was talking about you after Christmas services yesterday. He said his mother goes to church just to hear you play the piano. Dad chuckled. I didn't tell him that's the only reason I go as well. Calista pulled out her chair. Could you please use your fork? She said in Suzanne's direction. Hey, I get to see Jonas in less than 24 hours, she said to everyone. Their dad was grinning now, still scrubbing away at the clay. Yeah, how fun. You'll have to say hi to that soccer player of yours." At least someone in the family was willing to talk about Jonas. "That guy scored more goals than Moon Lake has seen in a single season since—" "We started the soccer league 10 years ago," Suzanne interrupted in a bored voice. "We know Dad." Dad didn't seem to notice Suzanne's sarcasm. "He's a keeper, Cal." "I intend to keep him," Calista said, smiling. She might not play the piano, but at least she was good at something, she thought, like choosing boyfriends her dad approved of.